Good morning, students. Welcome to online class. Today we are going to see chapter 6 from history, that is early states, Janapadas and Mahajanapadas. First part of the lesson we are going to see. So, what are the learning objectives we are going to discuss today? About their social life and economy and about political life. Let me see one by one. First, we will see how some men become rulers. Rulers means king. Actually, Jana choose their rulers. What is mean by Jana here? People. So people choose their king as they feel. If he is very strong, he is capable person. Like that, they are selecting their rulers. But around 3000 years ago, what happened? We find some changes in the way of choosing rulers. So the changes I said, that means some men became rulers by defeating or subjugating other rulers. As we are seeing in the picture, that is by performing very big sacrifices. Maybe the namely Ashwamedha, Rajasuya, like these sacrifices they are performing. As I said, Ashwamedha Yajna. What is meant by Ashwamedha? That is horse sacrifice. Was one such ritual. What they used to do in Ashwamedha Yajna? A horse was let loose to wander freely and it was guarded by Raja's men. It just used to go for the neighboring countries all over. If the horse wandered into the kingdom of other Rajas and they stopped it, they had to fight. If they allowed the horse to pass, it means that they accepted that the Raja who wanted to perform the sacrifice was stronger than them. These Rajas were then invited to the sacrifice performed by priest of the main king. Here we are seeing in the picture the chariot. The Raja who organized the sacrifice was recognized as most powerful, and all other Rajas bought gifts for him. As we are seeing the throne, the main king used to sit, that is, who is performing sacrifice. He was the central figure in these rituals. He sat on a special throne, and his charioteer chanted tales of his glory at the battlefield. So the Ashwamedha Yajna or Rajasuya Yajna, as we are seeing in the picture, the Rajas used to perform with the priest. The other Rajas were simply spectators, that is, viewers, who have to sit and watch the ritual. The ordinary people, the Vish or Vaishya, also bought gifts. Vaishya we know already, they are the traders. They also used to bring gift for Raja. However, some people, such as those who were regarded as Shudras by the priests were excluded from many rituals. They weren't allowed inside the kingdom to participate, otherwise, view the ritual. Let me see about Janapadas. So here actually Janapadas, the people started living in a proper place, settled place we can say. The Rajas who performed these big sacrifices were now recognized as being Rajas of Janapadas rather than Janas. The word Janapada literally means the land where Janas set their foot and settled down. So here the picture we are seeing archaeologists. Archaeologists have excavated a number of settlements in these Janapadas such as Purana Khila in Delhi, Hastinapur near Meerut and Atranji Khera near Etah, that is in Uttar Pradesh. So as we are seeing in the picture, it's excavated a number of settlements by the archaeologist. So we know already the people just roaming here and there. But Janapadas, they just started living in a settled place. So people lived in huts. They kept cattle as well as other animals. The picture we are seeing, they used to live in these huts, like these huts. They also grow a variety of crops: rice, wheat, barley, pulses, sugarcane. And also here we are seeing the earthen pots they made and using for their own purposes. As we are seeing in the picture, the parts that is color, gray in colors and also with the red color. So the parts they made with the geometrical pattern, with the designs. So one special type of pottery found at the sites is known as painted grey ware. Actual means grey parts with the painted designs like lines, geometric patterns and also with the animals with some symbols. As we are seeing here the Mahajanapadas, 16 Mahajanapadas given here, that is Kamboja, Gandhara, Kuru, Panchala, Surasena, Matsya, Avanti, Chedi, Malla, Koshala, Videha, Kashi, Vatsa, Ashmaka, Anga and Magadha. These are all the 16 Mahajanapadas. So about 2500 years ago, some Janapadas became more important than others and were known as Mahajanapadas. Most Mahajanapadas had a capital city. Many of these were found as we are seeing in this picture with the fortified. This means that walls of brick, wood or stone were built around them. Actually, what is the role of forts? That is, what is the usage of forts? It's provided protection from attacks from other kings and their armies. And forts with large, tall and impressive walls around the city showed the richness and power of rulers. And the land and the people inside the area could be controlled more easily. These are all the usage of forts we can say. Building such huge was required a great deal of planning, we know. Enormous labor was required to make the bricks and the walls. So what happened? The new Rajas now began maintaining armies also. So to attack the enemies, they had started maintaining the armies. As we are seeing in this picture, this is punch marked coins. That means soldiers were paid regular salaries and maintained by the king throughout the year. That's why they are giving the salary in the form of these coins. Some payments were probably made using punch mark coins, we can say. So, how about the life in the Mahajanapadas? If we see, here already we discussed about the Varnas, four Varnas: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. So, that is about their social life. The priest divided the society into four groups called Varnas, and each Varna had a different set of function. What about their Brahmanas? They study, teach, and perform yajnas. These are all their main duty. And about their Kshatriyas, we see means they fight battles and protect people. About Vaishya, they are traders, farmers, and herders, we can say. And Shudras, who had to serve other three groups. They were craftsmen, laborers, gatherers, and people who did burial and cremations. They were later considered untouchables. As we discussed already, they won't allow to participate or view the rituals performing by the Rajas. These varnas were initially made according to the work people did and their capabilities. But later on, varnas were decided according to the birth. If one's father and mother are Brahmin, one would automatically become a Brahmin. He is not allowing to become a Kshatriya or Vaishya. Women are also later on not allowed to study Vedas and they were also treated like Shudras. They too were considered to have the duty to serve their husband and families. So they are not giving too importance for the women in that period. Let me see about their economy. So the economical position, what all the rules they followed? Building huge forts for maintaining big armies, they needed more resources. Resources means money, in the form of money. So they started collecting regular taxes. Taxes on crops were the most important thing because most people were farmers. Usually the tax was fixed at the 1/6 of the produce. If the farmer produced 6,000 kg of rice means he just want to pay tax as 1000 kg. That is 1/6 of the produce, we can say. This share actually known as bhaga. There were taxes on craft person as well. Not only the farmers, craft person also used to pay tax. So it could have been in the form of labor. For example, if we see weaver or a smith, carpenter may have to work for a day every month for the king. That is the form of tax they are paying. That is in the form of labor. Herders were also expected to pay taxes in the form of animals and animal produce. So they are having sheep, goat, whatever may be, they used to pay tax in the form of animals or the animal produce like milk, meat, like that. There were also taxes on goods that were bought and sold through trade. Hunters and gatherers also have to produce forest produce to the Raja. That is, whatever the thing they get in the forest, they used to pay as a tax. As we seen already, the punch-marked coins were made of silver or copper and had images of animals, trees, birds, or geometric patterns punched on them. Instead of butter, punch-marked coins began to be used as units of exchange. So barter system, we know, exchange of goods. Instead of that, they are using coins to buy goods. Let me see about their political life. The Mahajanapadas were either republics known as Ganasanghas or monarchies ruled by kings. Vajji was a Ganasangha. So, for example, we are saying in this picture, and Mahada was a monarchy. So, most Mahajanapadas were ruled by a Raja. That's we say monarchy. So, a person could become a king if. So, what are all the capabilities or what are all the thing it will be if you want to become a king? He was elected by the people because he was strong and able. That is the first point. Then he inherited the title when his father died. If the king died means his son following by him, he will become a king. And another way, he became powerful after conquering neighboring countries. And he performed sacrifices like the Ashwamedha or the Rajasuya to gain control over large territories. So these are all the way a person could become a king. Thank you, children. We will meet in the next class.